ఐఎమ్ ట్రయింగ్ అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ స్కిప్పింగ్. అది ఎందుకు చిక్తలేదు
సో
అర్థమైంది.
నాగరాజ్ సార్ లిఫ్ట్ చేయట్లేదా సార్?
ఫోన్ లిఫ్ట్ చేసిండు అంతే. అది స్టెప్స్ 2 స్టెప్సే. ఇక్కడ నుంచి అక్కడ స్కిప్ చేయడం, అక్కడ ఎండ్ చేయడం. ఒకసారి మళ్ళా చేసిన నేను, అయినా అది స్టార్ట్ అవుతలేదు సార్. నౌ ఇట్ ఈస్
సార్.
సార్ హలో
సార్.
సార్ చెప్పండి.
ఇట్ ఈస్ స్టార్టెడ్ ఐ థింక్.
సార్ స్టార్టెడా?
స్టార్టెడ్ సార్. సార్ చెక్
స్టార్ట్
స్టార్ట్ సార్ స్టార్ట్.
ఓకే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నా.
ఏంటి సార్?
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. సిద్దిపేట జిల్లా విద్యాశాఖ వారు నిర్వహిస్తున్న ప్రాథమిక పాఠశాలల ఆన్లైన్ ఓరియంటేషన్ కార్యక్రమానికి రూపకల్పన చేసిన గౌరవనీయులైన జిల్లా విద్యాశాఖ అధికారి డాక్టర్ కె రవికాంతరావు గారు, వారు సెలవులో ఉన్నందున వారి బాధ్యతలు నిర్వహిస్తున్న వెంకటేశ్వర రెడ్డి గారు, నాతో పాటు పనిచేస్తున్న సెక్టోరల్ అధికారులు రమేష్ గారు, మనీలా గారు, మా కార్యాలయ ఏసీ గారు రమేష్ రావు గారు, సమస్త మండల విద్యాశాఖ అధికారులు, అదేవిధంగా కాంప్లెక్స్ ప్రధానోపాధ్యాయులు, హై స్కూల్ ప్రధానోపాధ్యాయులు, ఎల్ఎఫ్ఎల్ ప్రధానోపాధ్యాయులు, ఈ సమావేశానికి హాజరైనటువంటి సమస్త ఎస్జిటి ఉపాధ్యాయులు, పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ అందరికీ కూడా పేరు పేరున హృదయపూర్వక స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. మరి ఈ రోజు 9వ రోజు స్పోకెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ కార్యక్రమానికి మనం 9వ రోజు ఈ రోజు ఇక్కడ జరుపుకుంటున్నాం. ఇది ఎప్పటిలాగానే మనకు ఈ రోజు మన అతిథి మనతో ఉన్నారు, స్వర్గం రవీందర్ గారు. వారికి కూడా నేను స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. అలాగే ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని హోస్ట్ చేస్తున్న అజయ్ కుమార్ రెడ్డి సార్ను కూడా నేను స్వాగతిస్తున్నాను. మరి ఎప్పటిలాగానే మనం ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని కొనసాగించుకుందాము. ఒక చిన్న అనౌన్స్మెంట్ ఏంటంటే, మనము 10 రోజుల కోసం షెడ్యూల్ ఏర్పాటు చేసుకున్నాము. కానీ రేపు ఎల్లుండి 2 రోజులలో ఎలక్షన్ ఆర్డర్స్ వచ్చి ఉన్నాయి చాలా మంది ఉపాధ్యాయులకు. అదేవిధంగా మన యొక్క రిసోర్స్ పర్సన్ స్వర్గం రవీందర్ గారికి కూడా వచ్చాయి. ఒక్కరోజు కార్యక్రమాన్ని వాయిదా వేయడం వలన ఈ కంటిన్యూటీ అనేది దెబ్బతింటుంది. కాబట్టి మనము ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని రివ్యూ చేసుకొని ఈ 9 రోజులతో దీన్ని క్లోజ్ చేసుకొని ఈ కార్యక్రమం మీద ఒక సమీక్ష చేసుకొని మనం అనుకున్నటువంటి లక్ష్యాలను మనం ఏ మేరకు చేరుకున్నాము అనే విషయం మీద ఒక సమీక్ష జరుపుకొని రిసోర్స్ పర్సన్స్, తర్వాత ఈ అటెండెన్స్ ఇన్ఛార్జీలు రవీందర్ గారు మనం అందరం చేసుకొని మళ్ళీ ఒక షార్ట్ ప్రోగ్రాము మనం తర్వాత రూపొందించుకుందాము. అందువలన రద్దు చేయడం కాదు, మళ్ళీ 2వ స్పెల్లో మనం ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని కొనసాగించుకుందాం. రవీందర్ గారు కనుక అలాగనే సహకరించినట్లయితే ఇది లెర్నింగ్ అనేటువంటిది లైఫ్ లాంగ్ ప్రాసెస్. మనం నేర్చుకుంటూనే ఉండాలి. ఎంత నేర్చుకున్న సముద్రం అంత జ్ఞానంలో మనం నేర్చుకున్నటువంటిది అనువంతే ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి ప్రతి ఉపాధ్యాయుడు ప్రతి ఉపాధ్యాయుని కూడా నేర్చుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉందని నేను కోరుకుంటూ, ఎక్కువ అంటే కాస్త టెక్నికల్ ఇష్యూ వలన మాకు ఆలస్యమైంది. మేము కావాలని కాదు, మేము 11:25 నుండే ఇక్కడ ఎదురు చూస్తున్నాం. కానీ ఆ టెక్నికల్గా సాంకేతిక సమస్య తలెత్తిన కారణం వలన ఒక 10-15 నిమిషాలు ఆలస్యమైంది. ఈ ఆలస్యానికి మేము చింతిస్తున్నాం. ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని కూడా యథావిధిగా మరి సార్ కొనసాగిస్తారు. మరి మీరు కూడా ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని ఉపయోగించుకొని ప్రయోజనం పొందాలని, ఈ ప్రయోజనాన్ని మన తరగతి గదుల్లో విద్యార్థులకు అంతిమంతంగా చేరవేయాలని నేను కోరుకుంటూ సెలవు తీసుకుంటున్నాను. నేను మళ్ళీ చివరిలో జాయిన్ అవుతాను. మాకు స్టేట్ లెవెల్లో ఒక మీటింగ్ నడుస్తూ ఉంది, మధ్యలో నేను జాయిన్ అవుతాను అక్కడ వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత. కాబట్టి మరి ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని కొనసాగించవలసిందిగా స్వర్గం రవీందర్ గారిని కోరుతున్నాను. వెల్కమ్ సార్. రవీందర్ సార్, ఓవర్ టు యు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. సో అజయ్ సార్, is it okay? Ajay sir. Hello?
Okay sir, you carry on.
Okay sir. Very good morning to all the teachers who have been participating in this. I hope you have completed your workouts victoriously, because we have finished the 8 days of our classes. Then we will continue this 9th day with great jest and deal, then I hope you do so. So directly I'll take you onto the class. Well, so just before entering into the class, I would like to connect all the sessions that we have completed, because without any sense, if we go, there won't be any meaning. So whatever I use it to tell you, the situation, the time, and all, grammatically called as tense. What do you call them? Tenses. Tense, nothing but time. So for our convenience, we have divided them into three. What is now is present. Then I may add that to instead situation, I may tell you present tense. What is now is called present tense. Then beyond that, that is called future tense. Future tense. Then before that, so here I am standardizing present. So based on present, I am discussing. Beyond present, future tense. Before present, that is past tense. So instead situations, I hope you may permit me to use tenses: present tense, future tense, and past tense. The class we started with the present tense. Again, this each tense further divided into subtenses. Or if you want to name, you can name simple present. Suppose in present, 4 are there: simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. So 4 situations we experienced. Similarly, in the case of future as well as past. Can you recollect? Can you connect to your grammar? So when do we discuss grammar? Once you know something about the language, then you directly switch over to grammar. Grammar can be learned if you know language, but you can't learn grammar without language. That's what I'm telling. At least you should know, read, understand, speak, listen, or at least spoken skills if you have, that's enough. Because grammar is a part of language. Grammar is not the major component. Language is a big task. So in language, grammar is no person speaks without grammar. Okay. But if you want to know it separately, then we have to discuss grammar. Right? So the time is divided into present, future, past. So you can take one base as per your, I am thinking that present tense is convenient for me, because whatever the things we do now, that is the base. Beyond, before. Okay. So if you imagine, that comes under future. If you think of ago, that comes under past. Well, in each, again, we have 4 subtenses. So you come back. I started with simple present. There I mentioned simple present can be used to represent common things, habits, routines, general, all can be taught in simple present tense. I eat, you eat, what are these? Yes. Then present continuous, just I expand. I am eating. I am eating. The work is going on now. Then present perfect. I have eaten. I have eaten means the work is completed. That's all. Here I'm not telling anything. The work that I prescribed is completed. Then last one, present perfect continuous tense. Once the work started and it has been continuing. I have been eating since 10 o'clock. I have been talking to you since 11:45 a.m. So here why I am again telling, these tenses are the root cause for learning English. You must know the situation, what structure to be used according to the circumstance. That is very important rather than knowing grammar. Grammar is a part, as I mentioned, that can be learnt anytime. Okay. Then if you sum up all this in the form of a table, if you keep all these tenses in a table with the useful words, here I tried my level best to bring a table which covers total tenses in this way. Then have a look on this. You please check once. You spare your time. Here present I have taken base. Okay. How many are in this? See, here I mentioned subject. What subject as for a common man? Subject is nothing but a doer who does the work. Okay. Subject is nothing but who does the work. Well, here, how many are there? 7. The words we use it to start the sentences, I, you, we, they, he, she, it, they are subjects. Well, in each tense I used all, but I already divided them into 3 groups. I, one group, then you, we, they in second group, and he, she, it in the third group. In all the tenses you can see, suppose present is the base for me. So here I, one group, you, we, they another group, he, she, it another group. Here in future also you can see I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Then better I told you I, you, we, they. He, she, it. He, she, it I kept in another group. In the past also I did same thing. Now in all simple present or simple future or simple past, it is common to all. The subtense is common to all the tenses. Continuous, yes. Present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. Then perfect, you apply, then perfect continuous. Similar. Now again come to present tense. First form in simple present, first form of the verb, then we use it to call it as V1. We use it to call as V1. Eat, go, go, went, gone, V1, V2, V3. Eat, ate, eaten, V1, V2, V3. But every time you don't bring these verbs back. No need to connect to grammar every time. Remember situation, that's enough. So first form, as usual I mentioned here, instead V1, V2, V3, first form of the verb, that is suppose eat. Wherever this first form is applicable, I mentioned with yellow color. See here, it is similar in future, simple future. It is similar in continuous of all the tenses. And it is similar in perfect continuous. See here, first form is used. Then try to frame the structure. I eat. I first form. Over. Simple present tense is over. I eat. Then you expand. I eat mangoes. I eat chapatis. Negative, questioning, then in questioning also positive and negative. So everything is possible, at least if you know the base connection, the important combination. Okay. I eat. Okay. Now with you, we, they. Same first form. You eat, we eat, they eat. So that's why common box to these 2 groups. Coming to he, she, it. Here first form plus plural. First form must be in plural. That means what? He eats, she eats, it eats. Well, that's about simple present. You can make 7 positive statements, negative and positive negative questions. Coming to just go beyond that. Beyond that means what? Simple future. Here I told you, when do we use this one? Yes, yes. When the work that you want to do in future, not now. Suppose I will eat. First form, I will eat. I will eat means what? You are not eating now. Eating is not your hobby. You will eat, not now. So beyond that, you may eat. Then you, we, they, he, she. Eat common for all 7 words. I will eat, you will eat, he will eat. No difference. Come down, go back. That is nothing but past. Here see, this box also common. You don't find second form anywhere. Are you seeing this red color anywhere? You have been seeing first form in many cases, but the second form is nowhere available. That means what? Whenever you use second form, that is definitely simple past. That tense is definitely simple past. When do you use this simple past tense? Yes, when the work is finished by mentioning time. Work is finished, but you mention time. I ate tiffin. I ate tiffin in the morning. I ate tiffin at 8 o'clock. You mention the time. Okay? When you prescribe the completed work with the time, that is simple past. Here you see, this simple past is very useful while telling stories. This past tense totally very useful when you narrate a story to the kids. So while teaching this, I mentioned many structures to support that. Well, I think you have followed. What is present? Simple present you take. Then beyond, simple future. Behind, yes, simple past. What structure we use there? Second form directly. Here, first form or plural first form. Then in future, again common. Will first form. I'll eat. Then come to continuous. Then you take our foundation tense, present continuous. In this, first group is connected to I am eating. See here, I am eating. First form, why I mentioned, you can replace this with any verb, any work, any function. I directly go here. I am eating. First form, ing. You, we, they are eating. He, she, it is eating. See here, in simple tense, in present tense, in present continuous, 3 groups are used in 3 different ways. I with am, you with they with are, he, she, it with is. Okay, you are familiar with these 3 types of combinations. Just to think of future. Future continuous. Here common to all. I, you, we, they, he, she, it can be. I, you, we, they, he, she, it can be used with will be first forming. I'll be eating. I'll be eating. I'll be eating. When do we use this one? When work is going on. I am eating means still I am eating. This is present continuous. I'll be eating. So the work will be continued in future. Work will be continued. We don't know. Next, coming down. Here, as we seen, like present, 3 groups are connected with 3 types of words. I connected with was. I was eating. I was eating rice. Again, when do we use this one? When the work continued in the past, not now. Work continued in the past. Work is continuing now. work will be continued in future. Well, you be there with were. You were eating rice. You were eating chapatis. He, she, it was eating rice, eating mangoes, drinking coffee. Okay. So he, she, it was drinking coffee or drinking water. So when you observe present and past, these three are similar to past continuous structures. Am is replaced by was, are is replaced by were, is replaced by was. But in future continuous tense, there is no such variations. Only one type of tense with all the subjects. So here you may confuse, be careful. If you know this very well, it will come. Or if you remember this thoroughly, that's enough. Don't try to remember two at a time, because you know the situation. Present, you are talking means am or is. Past, was, were, was. Next, perfect. Coming to our base tense, that is what I consider present perfect. In present perfect, these two groups are connected with have, third form. Here we are using third form. See, first form we used, second form we used here. Then third form can be used in third subtense. Suppose if you consider this is first subtense, this is second one, this is third, and this is fourth. So in first and second and third, we use it first form, except simple past. But third form will be used. Third form is used in third subtense only. Be careful. This is one small hint. Third form, oh, in third subtense. Then coming to present perfect. Have third form. I have eaten. Here, I have eaten means, what is the meaning of that? I have eaten, work is completed. If you use I ate, work is completed. But what is the difference between these two? Here, I have eaten means it bothers more on result. It specifies on result. But here, it is connected with time. I have eaten rice. I have eaten rice means eating of rice is completed. Their work is completed. That's all. But I ate rice in the morning. I ate rice in the morning. When did you finish that work? You deal with these tense. When. So if you want to tell the result, work finished, finished. Just finished, or has it finished? Has it finished? Means I am focusing on finished work only, completed work only. So it bothers about results. That is the difference. A small difference. Okay. So did you do your homework yesterday? You are mentioning yesterday, that's why use this structure. Have you completed work? You are mention this. Means what? You are focusing on work only. Have you completed work? Means you are asking about the work completed or not. Did you do your homework yesterday? Here you are prescribing not only the completed work, but at what time, in which date, when. So keep this difference in mind and use accordingly. But nothing wrong if you use this or this. So for I, you, we, they, have been is common. For he, she, it, has been, must be used. So see the connection, right? Once you stick to these, switch over to future, beyond. Again, common box. One thing you can easily understand, that all future subtenses are having one type of structure only. There is no variation at all. See, first one simple. Will eat. I will eat. I'll be eating. I will have eaten. This also same. No change. Very simple. So that's why I'm telling, if you know one tense perfectly, it is easy to frame rest of the tenses. Future is dead easy, because for all 7 subjects, one type of way is there. But past follows present. Okay, what is in present, that should be converted into past. Here see, I have eaten, you have eaten, we have eaten, they have eaten. She, he, it has eaten. Go to future. I will have eaten, I will have eaten, it will have eaten, common. All 7 structures. Come down. Again, no variation at all. See, when you compare with all the tenses, in every subtense, you have variation only in this, in present only. See, for future, all common. For past, 3 are common. You can find variation only in continuous tense. But in present tense, you can see many variations, all variations in subtenses. That's why I'm telling, first you learn present subtenses. Beyond that, very easy to follow future as well as past. Had eaten, I had eaten, you had eaten, we had eaten, they had eaten, he has eaten, she had eaten, it had eaten. Very simple, you know. But when do we use this? I have eaten means focusing on the result. But that is, here we are not mentioning anything. I had eaten means what? That's in the past. Okay. When you mention 2 works, one after another, if you want to mention the work which is completed first, in such cases, had eaten we use. Okay. Don't forget this one. Work is completed means we use this. You are connecting with another works. You are using 2 works at a time. Which work is completed first? That should be added with had. Okay. But they are in past only. Both the works are in past. Then have a look on this. I told you this last structure, perfect, present perfect continuous, is more commonly used, more widely used in the society, but it is very stylish. Okay. It's more fashionable. So if you use this, you definitely win the hearts of students. Instead speaking all, many times you practice this. Okay. And then you do practice. You do practice. Yes, sometimes we use do also. But many times we omit do. But sometimes if you want to specify, I do stress. I stress, right? But I do stress. I stress means I do stress only. Okay. Then you frame 7 structures. I have been eating rice. You have been eating rice. We have been eating rice. They have been eating rice. Well, with he, she, it has been, first form of ing. Better you frame 7 now first. You frame 7 structures with present continuous tenses. You please frame. Then I'll wait for you. Well, frame. Right. Then come to future. Here what is there? Very simple. Will have been, will have been. I'll have been waiting for you. I'll been eating rice. I will have been eating rice. I will have been, will have been, will have been. Remember. Come to past. Had been. Very simple. Had been eating rice. I had been eating rice. Started work once upon a time. It continued in the past only. I had been eating means. Then I will have been eating means what? In future, work will be started at a point and it will be continued. Okay. But next use simple present here. So just if you refer any grammar book, you can easily get all the informations. But in a simple way, you remember this. Okay. Then shall we make a move to the next one? So here I request all the teachers. Of course, you don't take it as a tip, but I feel it as a tip. Tip in the sense, one trick to remember all the tenses. If possible, you prepare a chart like this and paste on the wall where you can see frequently. In our house, every time we see here and there, you know. So you keep this chart somewhere where you can easily see. Whenever you move here and there, just to see, oh, perfect continuous. Oh, 3 like this. Present, future, past. Oh, I know. So like this, you speak, you listen, you read, and sometimes you may write. So you frame this kind of charts and place in your bedroom or hall, wherever you frequently see. Small charts you can prepare and hang them somewhere or paste them somewhere, but they should be visible to you only. Of course, if it is visible to all, nothing wrong, You may be having waste calendars, last year calendars. You can use them. There may be 12 sheets or 10 sheets or 6 sheets available. Oh, you can use one page for this and another page for active and passive, another for direct and indirect, another page for parts of speech, another for verbs. Okay, different forms of V1, V2, V3 like that. So just you display some of the things which are very essential to retain in the mind. So it is not easy to keep in mind and practice as such, because now you are on the track. You have been listening to me for about 8 days. So on and off, you may spell present tense or something like that. If I stop teaching this, you never become idle. Again, you continue. How will you continue? In my place, you arrange something like this in the form of a chart, in the form of a TLM, in the form of a tool, in the form of something, or at least you keep in your cell phone. Okay? Whenever you open, it appears. When you see many times, automatically this picture can be drawn in the canvas of your mind. That will be printed permanently. So there is no specific time you find. Every time is specific to us. Everything is special to us. You don't think tomorrow onwards I will read. No, nothing. That tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow is becoming today. Today is becoming yesterday. So days are passing, years are passing. But yes, upgrade. Well, so let us take a look on certain words. This is also very essential to know. I'll be back. Today we complete total active voice and passive voice in a one class. We will complete. You don't bother. But later you go on practicing this. So here is a list of words which can normally used in our daily life. What are they? Can. When do they are models. Of course, I don't again bring many grammatical terms into this class. So to support or at least sort out something without grammar like that, some may be having a kind of feeling. So what we speak is grammar only. Mistakes, leave them aside. Okay. Can. When do we use this? Can? Okay, there are many. Just I am mentioning some important events where can easily used. Ability. Devender can swim. Devender can lift. Manish can jump. So to show, to indicate the ability, we use can. Okay. Permissions. Can I come with you? May also used. But I tell you, what is the difference between may, can, could, would at the end? After this, immediately I'll tell you. So can I come with? For permissions also, you can use can. Sometimes for offers, can I help you? If somebody is struggling to lift something, somebody is struggling to doing a work, there you can directly approach with this word. Can I help you? Well, could. Can, could, will, would, shall, should. Right. Possibility. The story could be true. Who knows? So could be used for telling or indicating the possibility. The story could be true. Who knows? Means that story may be possible. Yeah. Past ability. So about past ability. Srinu could swim when he was 4 years old. not now. Now ability means we use can. But in the past, if you want to tell the ability, then use could. Past ability. For present ability, we use can. Well, permissions, again, we can use can and could for permission, but there is a lot of difference. Could I use your pen, please? Could I use your pen, please? Requests also we use. Could you tell me the way to the station, please? To the bus station or railway station or something like that. Could you please tell me? You can use. Have you understood difference between ability, present, permission, offers? Here possibility, possibility, permissions, requests. So these two words can be used. Then I am taking you to another word, that is may. Again, possibility. Possibility we use. The MO may come to our school if the meeting finishes before 5. What is this? A chance, a possibility. So MO may come to our school if we finish our meeting before 5. Suppose if you expand after 5, then he won't come. If you sum up before 5, there is a possibility of coming our officials. Permissions, may I borrow your dictionary? May I borrow your dictionary? For permissions also we can use may. Again, this is possible with this. Yes, you keep in mind when we come to discuss the comparison, better you can understand easily. Might, may, might. When do we use might? Slight possibility. If possibility is more, we use may. Slight possibility is there. We might win a prize, but I doubt it. Means what? Sometimes we use this. So if you don't have confidence, if you are not confident enough to win the race, that time we might win a prize, but I don't know. I'm doubt, like that. So it is past form of may. It can be used in reported speech. The school complex HM said he might come. So in direct indirect, after this will, if time permits, we'll discuss. In reported speech also we use. The school complex HM said he might come to our school. Must. Dogs must be kept on a lead. So they have to give the way. Obligation means responsibility, you can say. Must. Then logical deductions. You must be tired after your long journey. You must be tired after your long journey. So suppose you must do it means that's your responsibility. You must complete the work. That's your responsibility. If you use must, responsibility. Okay. Ought to. So you might have heard this term also. Ought to can be used to advise. You ought to write to your grandmother. You ought to write a letter to your grandmother. You ought to inform to your grandfather. Advice. Okay. Logical deduction. Say must, this one. But here you must means what? Somewhat responsibility. Rupees 40 ought to be enough for the taxi. Here you are telling logically 40 rupees is enough. So 40 rupees ought to be enough for the taxi. Right. Shall. So it can be used future tense auxiliary verb. Well, already while discussing future, simple future, all total future tenses, subtenses, we discussed about this one. I, we. With I and with we may use shall. But in modern English, I told you, shall is replaced by will. For all we are using will only. I to it. Anyhow, knowing is better. I shall be in Chennai on Monday. I shall be in Chennai. And that means I'll be in Chennai. That is also correct. Offer suggestions. Shall I order a tea? Shall I order a tea? So offer. I shall not go. I shan't go. Means suggestion, because I shan't go with I and we. So here it is there. Shall we begin the meeting now? Shall we begin the meeting now? Should, for advice, you should take an umbrella in case it rains. You should take an umbrella in case it rains. So this is advice. Logical deduction. I have revised, so I should be ready for the test. I have revised, so I should be ready for the test. So this is logical deduction. So shall should be used in this way. Will, future tense auxiliary verb. So this can be used. The ticket will cost about ₹50. That means what? In all future tenses, will you join us for coffee? Will you join us for coffee? Won't you come in? Won't you come in? So for invitations, for offers, you may use will. Would, the last in this category. Would, expressing desires. Would you like some coffee? Would you like some coffee? Polite requests and questions. Would you open the door, please? Would you mind open the door, please? Would you mind open the door? Or would you open the door, please? For polite requests and questions also we use. Opinions and hopes. I would expect him to come. I would expect him to come. Wish and regret. I wish you would stay there only. I wish you would stay there only. For wishing or for regret, we use would. Yes. Better. Now we compare this. So, will, first we start with may, will, can, could, would. Okay. We may tell, see, you can take this. Can I come in? So that is request only. So, but that is normal. Okay. May I come in? Somewhat polite. Can I come in? May is rather more polite than can. Then come to will I? Will I come in? Please. Okay. Next. Could you please give me your pencil, please? Could you please give me your pencil? Could you please give me your pencil? More polite. Instead using may, can, may, will. If you use could, that is more polite. Could you please come to me? Could you please give this to my uncle? Could you please offer me that one? Okay. Then the last one. Instead could, you can use would. Would you please give me a notebook? Would you please is most polite. Then rest of the requests. Have you understood difference? We can use ability. We can use can, may, will, could. But if you use would, that is most polite. So when you visit to officials, these applications are very useful. Okay. If you request any person, so would you please look into the matter? Already I have submitted a letter in the office. Would you please look into the matter? If you request in the office, if he knows minimum sense, if minimum English knowledge, he has to come down, because you are requesting him in a most polite way. Then if you want to just reduce, use could you please, then remain. So based on the situations, basing on the circumstances, you use any request, starting with can to would. Okay, well, again I am bringing the table which consists of all the subtenses with the useful words. So every time if you go on seeing, if you see continuously the picture appears in front of you without a screen. If you look into the picture continuously, that picture appears in the air. Normally we see picture, movies or something, serials on the screen only, no? But this one appears in air. Without screen, it appears. That's why brought back into our screen to keep in your mind screen. Well, coming to conversions. So sentences can be spoken in many ways. Okay. So just some words I introduce. When we speak a sentence or when we spoke sentences previously, there are certain words, subject, verbs, and objects. So I don't want to go deep, very deep. 3 words I would like to bring to the topic: subject, verb, and object. What do you mean by subject? So definitely a sentence consists of subject and predicate. So subject sentence means already we discussed in the first class itself. So it contains two parts actually, subject and predicate. So subject means what? Here see, noun. It may be a noun or a place, thing, idea, feeling. So normally subject comes in the beginning of a sentence. Not always, but more often comes in the beginning. So subject is always performing an action, doing something, being something, or feeling something. So here subject means, you remember, doer. Who does the work in a sentence is called subject. Very simple to remember, doer. Verb, who acts. The word which acts is called verb. Run, jump, eat, fry, cry, die, all these are actions. These action words are called verbs. Object. So here sentence may have more than one nouns. Okay. The noun which does the function is called subject. Then so that action is performed on another noun, that is called object. And which action is taken is object. And the action who performed is subject. And the action is called verb. So objects normally come at the end of the sentence. Well, in simple, I mentioned all these 3 in one sentence. Subject means doer. I eat. Subject I, because eat. I is doing the function. What function? Eating. So eating is verb. I is subject. That's all. Then object is the receiver. I eat rice. I am doing action. So subject, eat, function, verb. I eat what? Rice. So who is receiving the action? Yes, rice is receiving action. That's why it is object. Subject is the doer, object is the receiver of the action. Then the action itself is called verb. Like this, you can easily remember. Subject, doer, 2 are nouns only, no doubt. But one is doing action, another one is receiving action. Doer is called subject, whereas receiver is called object. But the word which is acting, which is performing the work, that is called verb. Okay, you can see these 3 things. So why I'm telling, when you convert this sentence into passive voice, this list is somewhat useful. Example, Manikanta wrote a letter. Who wrote? Manikanta is doing work. He done work. So Manikanta is the subject. Wrote is the function. Verb. A letter. Letter. What is letter? Receiver. Work is received by letter. So subject, verb, object. Enough. Like this, you can easily identify subject, object, and verb. Some, clarification. Voice is nothing but verb expression, whether the subject in the sentence has performed or received the action. So voice of verb expresses whether the subject in the sentence has performed or received. Performed means that is subject, received means that is object. So based on this, the sentences can be of two types, active voice and passive voice. Active voice means what? The verb agrees the subject. It means subject is active. In active voice, who are active? Subject is active. Active voice means you remember subject is active. Passive voice means you don't remember anything. Why? Another one is there, that is object. Here, this subject becomes passive. Subject become passive. So in active voice, subject is active, and passive voice, subject is passive. That's all. You define active voice and passive voice based on activeness and passiveness of subject. If subject is active in the sentence, that is active voice. If subject is passive, that is passive voice. Enough. Can you remember now? What is active voice? What is passive voice? Well, so in another way, active sentences are about what people do or what things do. Passive sentences are about what happens to people. What do people or things do is active voice. What happens to people or things is passive voice. Okay. The easiest way that you opt, you keep in mind. No need to keep too many types of definitions for single one. Active voice, passive voice means just remember one way. That's enough, because we have very, very limited memory. Okay. I might have given many definitions to support active voice, passive voice. So some may remember by this way, some may use this way. You follow the best way that you offer. Okay, what is the use of passive voice? Just you look here. Use of passive. To emphasize the receiver of the action instead the doer. You want to emphasize the receiver, better go with passive voice. When we don't know who performed that, we don't want who did that work. In such cases, prefer passive voice. When we don't wish to mention the doer of the action, we intentionally, if we don't want to mention the doer, the subject, prefer passive voice. When we want to sound objective or avoid using subject. So if we want to focus more on object, that's enough. You use passive voice. Okay. Then common rules when you change from active to passive. Subject is changed to passive and vice versa. So subject sometimes, change it to, suppose in active voice, one form of subject is there, it would be changed to passive subject. So a list is supplied for convenience. Better you look once. So here is the list. Suppose I, in active voice, I is there. In passive voice, yes, it is used as me. Similarly, we, us, you, you. He is replaced by him. She is replaced by her. It only, they, them. Where you see the changes, I, we, he, she, we, it, you, they are not changed. In our 7 words, how many are changed? 5. Only we, it are not changed. Sorry, you, it are not changed. I changed, we changed, they changed, he, she changed. Only you and it. These 2 are not changed. We use as usual. Again, this type of list. So we take one by one the subtenses. First, present indefinite. That is simple present. Active voice. In active voice, see, I'm not, because we have the list, already we prepared 12 subtenses list. I'm taking directly the words. You can replace with the works. I mean, you can use any verb here. V1 I'm using. Subject plus V1 with plural. He, she, it, we can use plural plus object. That's all. I eat rice. She eats rice. Okay. I eat rice. She eats rice. Can you identify subject, verb, and object? 3 things in this sentence. Then in passive voice, how can we change? Let us have a look. In passive voice, the sentence starts with object. Why? In which case we use passive voice? I mentioned there, if you want to make subject inactive, if you don't want to sound subject, in such cases we use this. So object comes forward. So passive voice begins with object. So here what is there? Rice is there. Rice is eaten by me. I in the list, me. I is converted to me. Rice is eaten by me. By is common to all. In passive voice, you bring this object first in the place of, here nothing is there. Use either is, am, or. Okay. If it is rice, rice means what? It. Okay. Or he or she. For these 3 you can use is. You suppose if you use I am eating, rice is eaten by me. Rice is eaten by me. I eat mangoes. Mangoes are plural, mangoes are means what? They are eaten by me. Mangoes are eaten by me. I eat chocolates. Chocolates are eaten by me. So here I am not giving you list. I'll give you one example only. You frame, because you have to practice a lot. Every time if I supply directly, it acts like a guide or question bank. So I'm giving you the important connections, important combinations by which you can easily convert from active to passive, passive to active. So simple present is there. Immediately you think of this subject V1 plus object. Okay. Then passive voice, object is, am, are. V3 replace by subject. By is common. You keep this in mind. Again, a chart should be in front of you every time. Now see another example. I mean, not rice every time. See, she eats rice. Rice is eaten by her. She, her. I, me. Well, is it clear? Any doubt? Yeah. For beginning, this is easy only. When we connect to second subtense, there's somewhat confusion. Again, if you move, yes, at the end, lot of confusion. Again, you start from the beginning. Then confusion levels will decrease. Confidence levels will increase. Okay. Then if always confusion increases, confidence levels always, yes. Be careful about this. It's fact. Then I'm going back, past. Because if we continuously complete 3, present, past, future, or present, future, past, because they are similar. Well, active voice, subject, V2, object. Simple past means in this only in this substance only we are using V2. Nowhere we have seen V2. Be careful. When V2 is there, work is completed at particular time, in particular time. Okay. I ate rice. I ate rice. Passive voice, object, was, were, V3 by subject. Very simple. Rice was eaten by me. I ate rice. Rice was eaten by me. You see the example. They played. What they played? They played football in the evening. See passive voice. Football was played by them in the evening. Football was played by them in the evening. Well, are you okay with this? Are you comfortable with this? Any doubt? What is the difference between present, simple present and a simple past? In the place of was, were, we used there, yes, is, am, are. That is only the difference. Rest common. So here, in the place, here we are using past. That's all. Future, simple future, we are discussing. Directly I am placing on the screen. Better see, active voice, subject, will, V1, okay. I will eat rice. I will eat rice. Before example, I will eat rice. Object will be V3 by subject. See, I will eat rice. Rice will be eaten by me. I will eat rice. I will eat rice. I will eat rice. Rice will be eaten by me. Chapatis are eaten by me. Sorry, chapatis will be eaten by me. So in future, you are telling what you want to go, where you want to go. Suppose a new place. You are telling about your function. Yes. Chapatis will be eaten by me. Chapatis will be eaten by me because you are all eating. You are preferring rice for eating purpose, but chapatis will be eaten by me. I am preferring another one. See the example. I mean different one. We will take lunch now. We will take lunch now. Lunch will be taken by us now. Lunch will be taken by us. Then present continuous. What is active voice? I am eating rice. I am eating rice. Then passive voice. Object. Rice is being eaten by me. Rice is continuous. Here being is added. In simple, present and future and past, there is no being. But in continuous, you can find ing form, ing form. Here ing form is there, but here being is there. Rice is being eaten by me. Mangoes are being eaten by her. Well, then come to example. She is singing a beautiful song this time. What is she doing? What is she doing? She is singing a beautiful song this time. Well, better you convert it into passive voice. A beautiful song is being sung by her this time. Here you are focusing on beautiful song. Who is singing is neither important nor prominent. When you are talking about passive, here you want to focus on beautiful song. You don't want to mention the subject, the doer. Okay. She is singing a beautiful song this time. A beautiful song is being sung by her this time. So being in passive voice, being. Very good. Then I am taking to past. Past continuous. Then as usual, I was eating rice. So our common structure is I was eating rice. Then convert it into passive voice. Rice was being eaten by me. Rice was being eaten by me. You may say this rice was eaten. That is also correct because you are focusing on object. Many times they don't mention even subject. Okay, rice was eaten. Eggs were eaten. Eggs were. We eat. We were eating eggs. We were eating eggs. Eggs were being eaten by us. Eggs were being eaten by us. Then have a quick look on one more example. The teacher was reading newspaper. What was the teacher doing? The teacher was reading newspaper. Active voice. Newspaper was being read by the teacher. Read, read, read. Okay. Irregular verbs, regular verbs. Of course, we have to discuss these parts of speech in a different way. Just remember, newspaper was being read by the teacher. Newspaper was being read by the teacher. Then taking you to another one, future continuous. Future, normally this won't be used. But for our convenience, I am providing you all subtenses with passive voice. Actually, 4 subtenses, they won't be, they don't use. They are not in useful. They are not in usage. Anyhow, just know them. If they are useful in a specific situation or in a particular situation, you use them. But don't confuse others. By using this passive voice, you don't confuse others. Remember, future continuous. I will be eating rice. Future continuous. I'll be eating rice. I'll be going to election duty. I'll be going to election. When? Someday. Not now. In future. I'll be visiting to Jew. In future. Then passive voice. Yes. I'll be eating rice. Rice will be being. Being. Whenever you find ing there, being must be there. So rice will be being eaten by me. Rice will be being eaten by me. Example, you take one other one. They will be playing chess this time. They will be playing chess this time. Yes, chess will be being played by them this time. Chess will be being played by them this time. Very good. Present perfect. So entering into more complex one. Perfect means either it is active voice or passive voice. Perfect and perfect continuous, they are somewhat complicated one. If you practice first 6 thoroughly, rest will be easy. Okay, what I am telling, they have interlinks. They are internally connected. One substance depends on another one. If you know it properly, then you can easily connect to another one.
Ravinder sir, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Just now I sent a F1.
Okay.
1 minute.
I'll give you a break, sir. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall I start, Ajay sir?
Yes, sir, you can start.
Of course, today I gave many questions. No problem, sir, whether they
Okay.
do or not.
Okay.
At least to experience, I give them. Well, coming to next conversion from active to passive voice. Now we try with present perfect. So what is the active voice? I have eaten rice. She has eaten rice. Passive voice. Rice has been eaten by me. I have eaten rice. Rice has been. Suppose I have eaten mangoes. Mangoes have eaten by. I have eaten mangoes. Here object in a plural. Mangoes have been eaten by me. Suppose if I mention only one, I have eaten rice. Rice has been eaten by me. Mangoes have been eaten by me. Example, children have taken their breakfast. Children, plural. Okay. Child. The child has taken his breakfast. Our children have taken their breakfast. Then the breakfast is singular. The breakfast has been taken by children. Past perfect. Actually, you don't find these total subtenses in passive voice. Anyhow, I had eaten rice. I had eaten rice. Rice had been. In perfect, we are finding been. In continuous, we are finding being in passive voice. You recall situation, suppose it is continuous, being should be there. It is perfect, definitely been should be there. Suppose if it is future continuous, have been, has been should, you remember. Well, let us have a look on example. I had written a poem. I had written a poem. A poem had been written by me. A poem had been written by me. You want to give much priority to poem, you use this passive voice. If you want to concentrate on I, you use active voice. Okay. Then future perfect. Active voice. I will have eaten rice. I will have eaten rice. Rice will have been eaten by me. Rice will have been, see here, somewhat lengthy sentence. Rice will have been eaten by me. Then see the example. She will have completed her homework. She will have completed her homework. The homework will have been completed by her. The homework will have been completed by her. So remember, we don't follow this one in passive voice. The last three subtenses, which definitely improve our stuff. Suppose if you practice this also, yes. In active voice, I have been eating rice since time or for time. Okay, we understood the difference between since and for. When do we use since? When do we use for? Well, then I'm going to passive voice. I have been eating rice since morning, or I have been eating rice. Rice has been being eaten by me. Rice has been being eaten by me. Since, same. Here no change. Okay, that's why I told. I have been eating rice. I have been eating mangoes. Mangoes have been being eaten by me. If you want to specify the time, use since or for. Okay. We'll take another example. Rudra has been watching TV since morning. Rudra has been watching TV. Rudra has been started in the morning, still is watching. Okay. TV has been being watched by Rudra since morning. TV, see which one is good as per the circumstances? You tell me. You know both. Okay. You know both structures, active voice and passive voice. Present perfect continuous. In present perfect continuous, you know both conversions. Which one is more prominent? Which one is more suitable according to the situation? You tell me. In this, I think Rudra has been watching TV since morning. We don't give priority to TV. What we want to quote here, Rudra, that fellow, has been watching the TV since morning. So here, using active voice is better than passive voice. So I'm telling this situation only, not all. Some situations are different where you can more specify passive voice. Well, then we move ahead. Past perfect continuous. Same. I had been eating rice since morning. I had been, we had been, they had been, no change. Then passive. Rice had been being eaten by me since morning. Rice had been. Suppose had been eating mangoes. Mangoes had been being eaten by me. That's it. Very simple to use. Another example. She had been cooking food for 2 hours. She had been cooking. She had been. This work started in the past, continued in the past. Okay. She had been cooking food for 2 hours. Food had been being cooked by her for 2 hours. Food had been being cooked by her for 2 hours. The last. I will have been eating rice since morning. I will have been eating rice. I will have been eating rice. I will have been eating rice in the morning. Then check passive voice. Rice will have been being eaten by me. Rice will have been being eaten by me since morning. Okay. Then coming to examples. They will have been writing a novel for 2 months. They will have been writing a novel for 2 months. A novel will have been being written by them for 2 months. A novel will have been being written by them for 2 months. See how confusing. So knowing tenses perfectly is important. So here, of course, how can we store? Tenses are more important for all this. If you know tenses, it is dead easy to convert into passive voice or direct to indirect. But tenses are more. That's why I always stick to mention tenses. As per time, if you are able to speak, that's enough. If you are unable to speak, no use. So I myself prepared an aid which covers total tenses. I used this, I made this aid with a waste torn out charts. So I never say as waste. The waste can be converted to best if you utilize in proper way. If you utilize that waste in proper way, it will become the best. Okay. So if it is possible, just have a look on this. I'll show you now. See, is it visible? See here, this is an aid where I cover all at a time. See here, what is there? Tens for cents. Tens for cents. Well, just I'll go back. You can see now. Then what are you seeing here? a labeling. Well, now first page I am removing. Then what do you see here? You can see here. What are there? Subjects: I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Then so like this. Now I am keeping, I want to practice one tense. Just you cover like this. Yes. Then what tense I am speaking now? Simple present tense. You can practice like this. I eat. You eat. You can see here. I think now it is visible. Okay. See here. I eat. I, you, we, they eat. He, she, it eats. Very clear. Over one tense. Then I want another tense. Just you fold it. Then here you have like this. Finish it. Another tense will appear in this way. See here. I, you, we, they ate. He, she, it ate. Second tense, finish it. Then whatever you want, simply replace. It's like a book. Then fold this. So all tenses are written like this. All. Suppose I want somewhat difficult last one. You can see here. What is this? Past continuous tense. Nothing. Just replace like this. Over. Now you can see past continuous. I was eating. You can see here. I was eating. Then we were eating. You can see here. We all connected. Arrow marks. Like this. You can use any tense by using this. If you keep this in front of a child, he himself practices. See what is this? Past perfect tense. Simply you keep that past perfect tense sheet over it. So this sheet is common to all. Now you can practice I, you, we, they. What is there? They, suppose they had eaten. Over. They had eaten. Past perfect. Like this, you can use. So it is very simple. It is very simple to use with the waste materials. Here I use torn out. So coming back. So like this, you prepare some permanent, what we call teaching aids or TLMs. They are very useful. So first you practice tenses with a proper sense. So tenses, definitely you make the tenses to dance with your sense. Every time just you take out one situation, thoroughly tell 7 structures. There are 12 situations, you take out any situation, then 7 structures by using different words. That's enough. If you fail to do so, that's all, you never speak English accurately. So accuracy is very important, properly using. So many fellows speak in English. You can identify if you know these tenses. Actually, what is he speaking? He may speak English, but accuracy is needed. Okay. Being a teacher, it is important to know in what circumstance, what type of structure to be used. Then at the end, of course, we are entering into grammar. I have to touch because how to learn grammar. So whenever you open a grammar book, of course, this is fact, but don't take it hot. How many of you completed grammar books? How many of you read totally grammar book? I think I don't get many. Okay, we start reading grammar book with much enthusiasm. First page, second page, third page. As we move, then in the middle itself we confuse. He says, suppose verb. When we proceed, there are different types of verbs. How many types, man? How many situations? Every time we confuse. So the complexity increases, which confuses. That is why you take out one topic. In grammar, there are so many topics, Suppose, for instance, we have taken active voice, passive voice. That's all. You practice after getting sufficient practice, only move to another topic. Okay. Reading once this, again another one, again another one. You don't have perfection in any one. Yes. Today you want to read active voice, passive voice. You stick to that only. Okay. Thoroughly you enjoy by using those different structures, by converting them from one to another, another to one. Okay. You cross check. Okay, you are confident enough, no problem. Move to another topic. That's why I'm telling, don't read total grammar at a time. If you read, you don't remember anything. Only confusion. Confusion makes, it rises BP, then BP makes us to revolve around school. Okay. It's like the rotation of Earth. Today I am going to take the topic is articles. What is article? Very simple to use. Very simple. But just to remember, with a very, very minute space providing in the brain. Articles are nothing but adjectives. Okay, they are like adjectives. They modify nouns. What do? They modify nouns. Well, now I am not going to discuss again what is noun, what is pronoun, what is adjective, what is article. Remember, it's nothing but an adjective which modifies nouns. Okay, in English language, we find two types of articles. What are they? Definite article, indefinite article. Definite article is one, whereas indefinite articles are two. Definite article is one, that is the. Indefinite articles are two, a, and. So altogether, how many articles do we have? Three, the, a, and. If you want to divide them into groups, definite, indefinite. Well, when do we use the? When do we use a, and? If you know this, that's enough. Articles section is finished. The you use to refer specific or particular nouns. When do we use the? Before nouns. If you want to mention specific or particular noun. Opposite to the a, and can be used. So non-specific, non-particular nouns. If there is no specificity at all, there is a group. In that group, if you don't want to mention a specific thing, a, and can be used. If you want to specify, the can be used. This is one way of using a and the. Better we try to understand with certain illustrations. Let's read the book. See here, let's read the book. Let's read the book. The book means a specific book. Here I am specifying, I am using the means I am specifying one book. Okay. Let's read a book. Means what? Any book. There is no specification at all. Let's read the book. The means already known, and let's read the book. Let's read a book. No specification, any book from the group of books. Okay. So from a member of group, if you want to specify, the is used. Just if you want to take anything from that group without specification, then we use a. One more example, you can see, I just saw the most popular movie of the year. I just saw the most popular. So here I'm mentioning a movie which is the most popular of the year. So here there are so many movies. I'm picking out only the most popular. Specification is there. That's why I mentioned the. Suppose if I don't use the, if I use only a, I just saw a movie. That's enough. Because no specification at all. Well, simply you can say, I would like this, I would like to see a movie. I would like to watch a movie. Simple. I would like to watch the popular movie of the year. So if you want to specify, use the, no specification at all, a and. Again, so it can be noun modified is indefinite, referring to any member of a group. That's all. Some more examples you can take. My daughter really wants a dog for Dasara. My daughter wants a dog for Dasara. Means what? Here his daughter wants a dog. She is not specifying. So there may be so many different types of dogs available in the market. So she wants a dog. So no specification at all. Somebody call a teacher. So if someone calls a teacher, means this refers to any teacher. When I was at the zoo, I saw an elephant. When I visited the zoo, I saw an elephant. Means what? You saw one elephant. You are not specifying particular elephant. Well, so repeated, see here. Actually, a is used a singular noun beginning with a consonant sound. Consonant sound. When do we use a? When the word begins with the consonant sound. What are consonants in the alphabet? You can see A, E, I, O, U are vowels. Rest consonants. So a boy. Boy is not vowel sound. It is consonant. Boy. So A should be used. Car. C-R, car. Bike. Jew. Dog. So that's why we must use a boy. A boy means any boy. The boy means particular or specific boy. A car, any car. The car means you are specifying. I want the car. Means what? Already you told something about car. Then you are specifying you want that car. Sometimes, but many of us practice when vowel letter is there, yes, and should be used. If consonant letter is there, a should be used. No, this is not always works. This won't work out always. That's why I'm telling, stick to sound. Okay, you pronounce the word. See here, a universe. You. What is the pronunciation of you? This one, a you. So here you can see university, a unicycle. Here there is no vowel sound. Vowel is there, letter is vowel, but sound is not vowel sound. Okay, that is why before university, before unicycle, we have to keep a. But as per grammatical rule, and should be kept. Understood? That's why you stick to the sound. What sound is used when we speak out that word. Okay, a dog, a monkey, a donkey, like this. Okay, but a university, a unicycle. So the pronunciation, when we pronounce this word, consonant sound is coming. Here consonant sound is coming. Sound is important rather than the letter, rather than the vowel or consonant. Consonant sound, vowel sound. Consonant sound means A is applied, vowel sound is there, N is applied. Better we go for some more examples. A broken egg, a Europe. See here again, a European country, but it is vowel is there, but the sound is consonant Y sound. Y sound is there. It is Y is consonant. That is why a European country we have to pronounce. A bottle of, I need a bottle, it is common. I need a new glass of milk. I'm a teacher. Swami is a practicing Buddhist. Buddhism is practiced by Swami, you know. So that is why a practicing Buddhist. Here our turn. A UKG. UKG. Sounding. This U is sounding like Y. Y is consonant. That is why you keep A UKG. Don't say according to grammar rule U is there, then an UKG. That may be wrong. Be careful. Better you practice this. Simply use what is there? 1 rupee coin. A 1 rupee coin. A European. A union. These are all sounding like consonant letters. That is why A must be kept. You pronounce a union. Simply use. You keep a union, an union. Which one is convenient? Then don't bother about vowels and consonants. Which one is convenient to you, you use it. Automatically grammar rules will be applied and they set. Okay. You pronounce many. A union, an union. A union, an union. Which one is convenient? A union is convenient. That is why A should be kept. That's all. This is the small trick when we use articles. First, you don't bother about the rules and regulations. You try to connect A pronouns and pronouns. Which one is easy? Which one is convenient to pronounce? That's all. You apply that and you supply to the kids. Well, some more examples. Here we completed this. So this is the story of A. When the word first letter is sounding like a consonant letter, A must be used. Coming to an, normal rule is the first letter or the beginning letter is vowel, then we apply this one. Okay, as per rule, an egg, which one is convenient? An egg or a egg? Again, you keep these rules aside and try to pronounce, try to combine and use. A egg, an egg, which one is easy? A apple, an apple. An apple is easy or a apple is easy. An idiot, a idiot. An orphan, an unusual problem. Here see, an unusual, a. An egg. So you have to place an before this. Okay. Naren is an Indian. Naren is a member of the people known as India. So Naren is an Indian. An Indian. Which one is easy? A Indiana, an Indiana. Which one is convenient to pronounce this? Which one is convenient to combine and use? You follow that method. Which one is easy to you, you follow. Automatically, grammar rules and everything will be set there. Set will be set there. Well, here is a list. An LKG, again, UKG, AUKG, AUKG, AUKG is easy, not NUKG. That is difficult to pronounce. AUKG. But when we come to LKG, NLKG, NLKG, ALKG is easy or NLKG is easy. Which one is convenient? NLKG is easy. Then you apply an before LKG. Okay. NMLA, AMLA, NMLA, AMLA. Which one is easy? NMLA is easy. NFIR, NNGO, NRRB exam, NNTPC unit, NMRP, NMRP. So these are called acronyms or abbreviations, For before these also, we can keep ARN. But which one is convenient? You think. NNTPC unit, NRMP. Don't say ARMP. He is AR. He is an RMP. You have to say he is an RMP. Yes. NMP. NMP. Easy. But when you want to say he is a member of parliament, when you say full form, A is convenient to use. That is why before member of parliament, you keep A. He is a member of parliament. Okay. But if you want to use acronym like abbreviation, he is an MP. He is an MP. He is a member of parliament. C, keep in mind. And MSDS. This is material safety data sheet. In computers we can use. So before abbreviations also we use this. Well, I'm going to the. I think you understood. Don't confuse with A or N. Speak out. Convenient one you use. You collect these kind of words, these kind of statements. So that can be used before a single or plural specific noun. Okay, specificity is there. Example, the dog that bit me ran away. The dog that bit me ran away. Here you are not a dog bit me ran away. You are not telling. You are specifying one bat bit you. So you want to specify that one. I was happy to see the policeman who saved my cat. I was happy to see the policeman. Then one policeman saved from cat. So you want to see that one policeman. A policeman saved me from cat. We don't know. There are many policemen, only one policeman, a policeman. But you want to see that policeman who saved you. You must specify with the. So I'm happy to see the policeman who saved my cat. Okay, he saved your cat in an accident. So that is why you want to see, you want to thank that policeman. So you want to specify him, better use the policeman. Okay, I saw the elephant at the zoo. You saw the elephant. You are specifying. I saw the particular elephant. Non-count nouns. Okay, so some nouns are not countable, like water. I love to sail over the water. I like to sailing over the water, some specific body of water. Or you can say, I love to sail over water. This is also correct, but any water. But here, the water means some specific, suppose you went to a lake, specific. You want to sail over that water only. In such conditions, you can specify the water. If you want to sail normally, I love to sail over water, any water. See here, he spilled the milk all over the floor. He spilled the milk. The milk means what? You are mentioning particular, specific milk. Okay. I spilled milk all over the, it is common, any milk. But here, if you want to specify the milk. Geographical use of the. We don't use before this. We don't use the before this. But they appear like the must be used. The or the must be used. But they appear. But we should not use the before this. This is also important thing to note down. See here. Names of most countries don't use, or territories. Italy. Don't say the Italy. Italy, Mexico, Bolivia, India, like that. But however, the Netherlands, the Dominican Republic, the Philippines, the United States. Group, use the. Alone, don't use the. Names of cities and town. Siddipet, Gajwel, Dubak. Don't use the Siddipet like that. If you want to specify, you use the. But in general, if you want to tell about towns, I know Siddipet, Gajwel, Dubak like towns. But don't say the Siddipet, the Dubak, the Gajwel, I know. No, 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 no. Well, names of streets, Bharatanagar, Senior Colony, Kotlingal Temple, but don't say the Kotlingal Temple, the Bharatanagar like that. Names of lakes and bays, Lake Komat Cheru, don't say the Lake Komat Cheru. During specification, use the, but in general, no. Suppose if groups are there, see like the Great Lakes, group of lakes, that time use the. Names of mountains, Mount Everest, Mount Fuji. If ranges of mountains are there, use the. If you want to tell about one, don't use the. Okay. The Andes, the Rockies, the Matterhorn. So if group is there, range is there, range of mountains are there, use the. Names of continents, Asia, Europe, don't use the. Names of islands, like Easter Island, Maui Key, Key West. See, island chains, you specify with the, like the Hebrides, the Canary Islands, islands, not islands. Okay. You use the before names of rivers, like the Ganga, the Godavari, the Krishna. Names of before seas, before oceans. Okay. The Pacific. Points on the globe, the equator, the North Pole, the South Pole. Geographical areas, the Middle East, the West, the North. Deserts, forests, gulfs, and peninsulas. The Sahara, the Gulf, the Black Forest, like this you can use. See, when do we use the? When don't we use the? Omission of articles. So, in some cases, there is no need of using articles. Suppose if you want to talk about languages like Telugu, Chinese, English, Spanish, no need. Don't say the English, the Chinese, the Japanese. But if you want to specify, yes, you use the. See, if you want to mention, if you want to refer the population of the nation, then use the, like Spanish are known for their warm hospitality. So you are speaking, you are referring about the population of that nation. In that case, you can use the. Names of sports, volleyball, hockey, basketball, baseball, directly use. Names of academic subjects, don't use the maths, the biology. Mathematics, biology, history, computer science. Okay, right. So with this, we have finished articles. How simple, you know. Articles are of 3. An is used. Yes, A is used before a word which sound, the first letter of the word sounds like consonant. An is used when the first letter of the word sounds like vowel. The is used for special situations. Over. Our grammar part is over. You remember this article in one sentence. Specific, the is used. Before vowel sound, what is used? Think. Before consonant, what is, see, vowel consonant. If you get this type of opposite one, remember only one. Okay. Vowel sound and enough. Consonant sound automatically comes. Okay. Sound before vowel sound, before consonant sound are specific, the enough. Grammar part is over. Your practice is required. So with this, we have finished this also. Again, I am telling, tenses are very important. All depend on tenses only. Then some situations, special situations you can see in schools. How do you use structures. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a good Dasara. Happy New Year. All the best for the new year. Happy Diwali. Tarun has his 11th birthday. See some like this. Manvita is 11 today. Don't say 11 years. Manvita is 11 today. Today. Let's sing happy birthday. God bless you, Nana. God bless you, beta. Have a nice weekend. Thanks for your help. Best of luck. Good luck. I hope you pass. Congratulations. Well done. Hard lines. Never mind. Better luck next time. Suppose if any fellow feels shy, if he fails to win the race, don't worry. Better luck next, Nana. Next time, Nana. You work hard. You practice well. You will get prize next time. Do you feel better today? Are you better now? Have you been ill? What was the matter? If they are fighting, suppose kids, how will you ask, hey fellow, why are you fighting? What was the matter? I'll back in a moment. Suppose any disturbance is there, if you want to leave the class for a moment, then you say, please Nana, I'll be back in a moment. You just tell this to the kids. Don't simply leave the hall without saying anything. If you go like that, that won't be the English. If you tell that, that would be English. That would be English. Use more polite way to communicate with kids. Carry on with exercise while I am away. I've got to go next door for a moment. I'm afraid I can't speak any louder. Suppose if your voice, you are speaking very low, something problem in the voice, just you say, I seem to be losing my voice. I have a headache. I am suffering with headache. I am suffering from fever, but I have a headache. I am feeling under the weather. Do you mind if I sit down? Sometimes you are just taking permission. I have a sore throat. Might be some infection. At the end of the lesson, time to stop. Let's stop now. It's time to finish now. It's almost time to stop. I'm afraid it's time to finish now. We have run out of time. We'll have to stop here. There's the bell. It's time to stop. That's all for today. You can go now. You may tell this with the kids. Have you finished it? Have you finished the work? Stop now. Then collect your work, please. Pick up your books. 1 minute to finish that activity. It's nearly okay. Then are your desks tidy? Are they good or untidy? You can use. Don't forget to bring your notebook tomorrow. The next class is waiting outside or to come in. You will be late for your next class if you don't stop now. We'll have to finish this tomorrow in the next lesson. Look at that time. What time is it now? That's all. That's all for today. That means what? The time is over. Not time to stop. Suppose if you want to continue, the bell hasn't gone yet. If somebody is expecting, the time is over, but you want to refuse, still time is there. It's not the time to stop. That time you can use these kind of structures. The bell hasn't gone yet. The lesson doesn't finish till the past. Hang on a moment. We seem to have finished early. Just a moment, please. Just a second. Wait for it. There are still 3 minutes to go. Still time is there. Just to hold on a moment. One more thing before you go. We still have a couple of minutes to left. Your watch must be fast. We have an extra 5 minutes, like now. Sit quietly until the bell goes. Pinky, you have to stay 5 extra minutes. As I told you earlier, because you are doing homework slowly. You are taking notes very slowly. You are taking down notes very slowly. Back to your places. So you punished them to sit down and write. So they finished it, they told. Then immediately you tell them, come on, Nana, back to your places. Stay where you are for a moment. Then if you want to give, remember your homework. Take a worksheet as you leave. What do you have to do before the next lesson? This is your homework for tonight. Tonight means today night. Finish this exercise. Do the next exercise tonight and we'll check it tomorrow. Prepare the next chapter for Tuesday. Do exercise 5 on page 36 for your homework. There is no homework today because previous one is given as today's homework. There is no work tonight. There is the bell. That's all for today. The lesson is over for today. We have run out of time. Goodbye, class. See you on Friday. Have a good day. Have a nice weekend. See you next week. Good job today. Next time. The next class starts at 7 o'clock. We'll do the rest of this chapter next time. We have run out of time. So we'll continue next lesson. We'll continue this chapter next Monday. We'll do some more practice of this in the next class. As I am reading, you to read by seeing on the screen loudly. We'll finish this exercise next lesson. We are going to continue with this tomorrow. So please sit together again, then leaving the room. Form a queue and wait for what for? Wait for the bell. Get into a queue. Get into a queue. Q-U-E-U-E. Queue. Be quiet as you leave. Other classes are still walking or running. Try not to make any noise as you leave. So you must warn them. It's tidy up time. Everybody outside. All of you get outside. These are all very useful because nowadays there is no scavenger, you know. All of you get outside now. Hurry up and get out. Line up. Then saying goodbye, everyone. See you again next Thursday, next week, tomorrow on Monday. Have a good holiday. Enjoy your vacation. See you tomorrow afternoon. Stand up and say goodbye to the class. Please, please, please. See you in room after the break. See you in the office after the break. So that's all for this session. Of course, I might be somewhat hurry. No hurry. As I started like a goose, like a muddy goose. Now it's time for us to fly in the sky. How long we walk, we have to stand up, we have to run, we have to fly in the sky. Why? Because we belong to the cream batch. Cream batch is always dream batch for others. You never lie on other side. I don't want to blame anyone because government teachers are belonging to the cream batch. Okay, it is a dream to others. You crossed that dream. Now you said dream. You fulfill the dreams of kids. Because why I'm telling this, I am a student of NCERT Mysore. I take myself an example because that institution has provided me everything. It has given me to speak in English, the environment, the circumstance. Why I'm mentioning that institute? So institute play a vital role, a major role in the life of anybody. So you make your institute proud. That should be remembered by the students in their lifetime. Then how will we make it more enjoyable, more lovable, more useful, more and more model. Of course, I don't say you are always the models, but what I am requesting you, you become role models. You become the role models to the kids. So they should not say anywhere that my teacher doesn't speak in English. He should say, my teacher is an all-rounder. He speaks in English. He gives speech. He writes. He teaches in English. So simultaneously, he does same thing in Telugu also. Because whatever we are speaking now, that is because of Telugu only. Because always mother tongue is great. But this is one job. This job is feeding us. So we must satisfy that job. How? Because children are ready to capture the opportunities which are available in the world. Because Nowadays, total world has become a small village. So to move freely in that village, they require a vehicle. They require a medium. Okay. I always support you because what I did is very small work. I never say I did something for you. I did my job. That's all. It's a part of my duty. I have shown you a hint, have shown you a hope of ray. That ray will shine in many schools in coming days. I hope your institutes will become the esteemed institutions in coming days. Thank you. Thank you very much for listening to me with patience. And one more time, I will thank sir. There are many teachers who are working hard, but they are not coming out. So being standing on government side, you please bring their talent out. Okay. You elicit their responses. You make them to react and respond. You appreciate. So definitely this spreads around our district. And in coming days, we will see the pure quality education providing schools are available in our districts. I wish all the best. All the best. Thank you. Thank you very
Sir,
much for providing me this opportunity. Thanks a
sir,
lot to
please
Divo
stop.
Garu.
Sir, please
Yes.
stop sharing, sir.
Okay, sir. Ramesh sir.
Screen.
Thank you.
Sir. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Ravinder sir. You have made a wonderful presentation for all the days, from the day 1 to day 9. I am watching regularly the proceedings of your class. So wonderful. Every day is a fresh day. Your class seems to like that. Every day, so many things are there to learn, new things particularly. And the way of the presentation also very good, sir. You gradually, you started like a, small, for small students, like a class conducting for small school students like that, for primary schools, and you came to the high speed level, that you just now you rolling out, you were rolling out charts, slides and reading very fast. Sir, wonderfully. I hope all the teachers enjoyed your teaching, and I appreciate you, sir, for all your efforts that you have put in for preparation of slides, and making some, you are spending your personal time for the benefit of our fellow friends, our colleagues, all our teachers, not only from our district, sir. I know teachers are also watching from other districts also. The evidence is that every day we are coming across around 6,000 views. So sometimes many more. That is why really, sir, your work is highly appreciated. Even DO sir is not able to talk now, but I am, talking the words of DO sir also. DO sir also very, very, very happy to have this session. Basically, we thought first of all for 5 days, this session could be for 5 days. Later, and I asked Ravinder sir, sir, how much time you need to conduct spoken English classes? Sir told that, Ravinder sir told that as many classes as possible. So he was ready to offer his services, but we limited it up to 10 days. But tomorrow there will be holidays, not holidays, so many teachers have been on election duty. Election training is there at Dubbaka and Gajwel. So that the 10th day, we will, take up in the next spell. Postponing for one day like this is also not good. and it will not give good results, because there must be consistent efforts. Consistent efforts means there should not be any gap. That is why it is decided that the next day session, and we will may depending on upon the needs and the feedback that we take from the attendance in charges of all the mandals, discussing with Ravinder sir, we will finalize into how many days another spell program should be conducted, and the modalities and the topics to be discussed there also we will decide finally. Really, sir, on my personal behalf, sir, Ravinder sir, really many thanks, sir, due to you, because uh, this was a task, when I joined in Siddipet as a sectoral officer. I worked with so many groups of teachers. Means, Telugu subject teachers, Hindi subject teachers, like all groups I worked with. But there is a great need. I found that there is a great need on the part of spoken English. In this way, this is the second spell. First spell you have conducted already at ZPHS Indira Nagar School, sir. This time through online virtual Zoom, this is YouTube live streaming we are conducting. But it is not same as the personal person to person. Regular class is different from this virtual, but it will give you as you said that a ray of hope. Definitely it is a ray of hope, sir, and we should hope that our teachers will definitely learn. And there is a possibility here, sir, in the virtual way of learning, they can also watch the same video for several times as much as they wish, so that there is also one good thing that they can watch as many times as possible. And your hard work, your commitment, and your sincerity, even your same the energy you are showing, the same energy from the day one to till now. Still you are now ready to take continue this class after 1 hour also. Such a great thing, sir. And you are senior teacher, though you are rendering your services, sharing your knowledge with your fellow teachers. And many teachers, I think, have got benefited from your classes, sir. That is why I also thank on behalf of DO, sir, Office of DO Siddipet, and on behalf of MEOs, headmasters, and all the participants also, sir. Really nice, sir. And this is the way that we have to shift from the teaching learning process from the bookish point of view to the what we call functional English. So mere learning grammatical rules will not give any yield, nothing. We don't get anything positive way. So simply, unless we put into practice, that is why we focused on functional English. Functional English is in the sense that that is useful to conduct our day-to-day routine. That is why you have taken up a great task, sir. Great task of collecting the information, preparation of slides, and finally the presentation. The way you presented was so wonderful, sir. And I learned so many skills from you, your presentation also, sir. And I request finally all the participants, please note that if you attended 9-day orientation with reference to spoken English, but unless you put it into practice, there you won't get good results. That's why Ravinder sir is available with us, and you can talk over phone, okay, and you can send your doubts through WhatsApp also. And sir is also going to we will communicate in WhatsApp communication also, we can make use. And you can phone, and sir will definitely answer with you. Finally, the ultimate thing is that our students get benefited. As Ravinder sir told that RIE Mysore, Regional Institute of Education Mysore, is one of the premier institutes of education in India. So he was a student of RIE Mysore, and he learned so many skills there. But I too, when I was a student, I thought that I wanted to study at RIE Mysore, but I didn't due to some other reasons. But I visited RIE as a paper presenter in one seminar that was conducted there at RIE Mysore. So I was associated with one seminar, and I saw that the quality and the output of that institute. So Ravinder sir also, he I had hopes that to make your institutes, you means that the schools such a qualitative one. So whatever the resources that you have with you there, you please you try something, and you make your institution in a greater qualitative one, so that just with your hard work and commitment, your efficiency will make that uh, dream come to true. I hope all the teachers have got enjoyed well. Wonderful presentations. We had a series of presentations. When I talked with other teachers of other districts also, they told that your classes are very good, sir. We are also, our teachers also following. So that credit goes to our DO sir. I thank our DO sir, because without his vision and mission and his guidance, we would have not been to conduct this type of programs for our teachers. But really thankful to DO sir and my colleagues, sectoral officers, Mr. Ramesh and Manila also. They have extended their support to conduct all these things. I thank them. Finally, all the mandal educational officers and the complex headmasters and headmasters of all the schools. Finally, with the participants like LFLHMs and so SGTs, other teachers who have who have contributed to bring this program into a great success. I thank all of them. Finally, I thank all the resource persons, and from the day 1 to day 19. So Mr. Ravinder sir also one of the resource persons. I thank all of them. And finally, with the host, without which it could not be possible, Mr. Nagaraju, school assistant, GHS Boys Gajwell, who is also a recipient of an ICT National Award. And I thank Mr. Ajay Kumar Reddy, is a school assistant, ZPHS Kuknurpalli, and Onkar Radhakrishna, and some others who have hosted these programs. I thank one and all. Thank you, Ravinder sir. We will also try to conduct as many programs as possible in the future also, sir. I thank one and all on behalf of DO office for making this program a grand success. Thank you. We shall take a leave. Thank
Sir,
you.
1 minute, 1 minute. Every day I use it to show a quote, sir. Today I wanted to show at the end. So just I show and close the session.
Sure, sir. Sure, sure.
See, this is the quote today I wanted to show, but why I wanted to show at the end, see here, tie your life to a goal, not to people or things. So what I'm telling, you tie up with your goal. Don't bother about others or other people. So finally, I would like to tell one thing. Don't be the same. Before this class, you are there. But after this class, be better. Suppose you are better before this class, now become best. Okay. So don't be the same. Be better every time. Be best every time. Then whatever you learned, you see in the textbooks, whenever you read a structure, definitely you bring back the situation. Then definitely I see more English speaking teachers in our sector. Thanks a lot, Ramesh sir. Personally, I thank you on behalf of my school also, because change should come from my school, because I changed to some extent. I'm striving to convert into total English medium school. Okay, I to work with them. Together we make a grand success in coming days. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We shall wind up now.
Okay.
It's time to close. I request to Omkar sir, Radhakrishna, or Ajay Kumar Reddy, please,
Shall I-
conclude the session.
Thank you.
Close, sir.
Sir.
Close.
Thank you very much for giving this wonderful opportunity for me also. So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I
Thank
will
you,
end
sir.
the session, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Okay, sir.